So that would be 40 weeks, anywhere from 36 to 40 weeks. And the baby is, or the fetus is head down, and so it's in a good position. Here's the placenta up here, which is also a good position. You don't want the placenta to be attached near the cervix, because when the baby pushes through, you don't want this to rip off first. And you don't want it to be covering the cervix so that the baby can't get out. That's not a good situation. What do we have here? Full-term cervix. The myometrium is the muscle wall of the cervix, the majority of the cervix. The inner lining is the endometrium, and the outer layer that's real thin is the parametrium. On the inside, we have the amniotic sac. That's this lining. And inside that is amniotic fluid that the baby floats in. Let's see, we got the cervix, we got the placenta. All right, over here, this is the details of the placenta. And this is the baby side, so this is the umbilical cord. Now, what's really weird is, just like with pulmonary blood vessels, when you talk about umbilical blood vessels, they're carrying the wrong type of blood. So this is the umbilical vein, even though it's red, and these are the umbilical arteries.
The blue?
Yeah, the blue ones. Okay. Yep. Then this is the placenta, and this is obviously the baby side, and this is the mom side. So what do we need? The chorionic villi is this whole thing, these finger-like structures from the baby side. And this is the maternal blood vessels. And these blood vessels fill in blood around this chorionic villi. So number 9 is the maternal venous or venule. So where the blood is. But that's mom's blood. And this is why the blood doesn't actually technically mix. Stuff is going to go from mom's blood into the baby's blood and from baby's blood into mom's blood, but they can be 2 different blood types because the blood doesn't actually technically mix. And when the baby's born, the last stage of delivery is this placenta. So all of these villi, chorionic villi, have to pull off and be delivered. So you can see that there's just a lot of blood vessels in there. And if this wall doesn't constrict to really clamp down on those blood vessels, mom and baby can both bleed out really, really easily. So it's either really, really good or goes really, really bad, really, really fast, and there's lots of blood. So let's see what else they want us to really see. This side, because it's mom's side, is called the Decidua Basalis. Decidua means it's going to fall out, right? We had deciduous teeth. And this lining of the uterus is the lining that we're going to shed. This is part of the endometrium. And so this is the decidua, but this is deep to the placenta, so this is the Decidua Basalis. The layer that's on top of the egg that implants is the Decidua capsularis. And then the layer that surrounds the rest of the uterus is the Decidua parietalis. And we'll be able to see those on the models over there a little easier when we do developmental. But on this one, the only one layer that we can really see is the Decidua Basalis, which is this whole region where mom's blood vessels are. And this is the uterus, so this is the endometrium. 16 is the endometrium of the uterus. I think that's about it.
Cool.